Welcome to Media Review Show on TV Africa Network, channel 32.4. We are currently discussing issues of the NPP Ghana and the event coming up this Saturday in honor of Mrs. Rebecca Kufuor-Addo. And also it's a fundraising event being organized by the NPP USA chapter, the Women's Wing. I have with me here our guest, Dr. Alexander Yao Adusei Jr., Tony Alor, who is technically the local chairperson for the NPP USA Columbus, Ohio. Viewers, we are enjoying a great deal of discussion talking about what the NPP Ghana plans to do to win elections. This will be the third elections in series that the NPP is going. 3 of them already, they lost to the ruling government and NDC. Doctor has been discussing the strategies that NPP is going to utilize this time around to win elections. Doctor, welcome back. We went on a commercial break and we were going to discuss. Welcome, VS.
Thank you.
All right. So we were talking about the request by opposition parties, not only the NPP as a party, requesting for new voters register in Ghana on the premises that the one that was used in 2012 potentially was bloated. And we are having so much opposition and also objection from the NDC, that's the ruling party, trying to say that it is the cleanest voters register Ghana has ever had. And Siedun Ketia is trying to justify the fact that MPP is busy creating chapters overseas, but NDC is creating chapters within West Africa. And they have chapters in Togo, they have chapters in Ivory Coast, they have chapters in Burkina Faso. So most of their members from the West African countries came to vote, and all these people are Ghanaians. On that premises, they object highly to using any government or state fund to come out with a new voters register. What is your take on this, and what is NPP going to do in the event the request for new voters register does not happen? And before you start, the former national youth organizer of NPP, Cabo, has said that NPP will boycott. It's in today's news. They will boycott 2016 elections. How authentic is this information?
Well, I cannot speak to what is attributed to Cabo. I don't believe Cabo probably said that, but if he did, I don't know what will be his reasons for saying that. Cabo is not the leader of our party. Nana Kufuor-Addo is the leader of our party. He has not made that statement anywhere. So I can discount what Cabo says. Maybe it's for huffing and puffing with somebody, and that came out. But I will go back to your question with regards to arguments or discussions going back. IEA tried to have a debate with all the parties or civil society for people to make decisions. I debate on why we should have a new voters register or not. NDC agreed to join. Now they wrote back to IEA saying they think IEA is usurping EC's powers, and IEA should not do that and cancel it. And IEA has responded that they think NDC is being childish and pandering to their population. But let me share something with you, my brother. I have said already that General Mosquito is a comedian. And being a comedian, he likes to make people laugh. And he's witty though. I mean, don't take it away from him. He takes his comedy to extreme levels, to a level whereby he can confuse the unassuming or an individual who is not digging deeper. And they are always quick on the radio stations. They have too many radio stations that they can.
But I think his strategy is working out good for him and his party.
Well, we will get there. We will get there. Now let me see if I can get through with it. Now, when MPP have like our chapter that we have here, we are not here agitating. We are agitating to ensure that ROPA is put in place. ROPA is not in place. MPP is making sure that Ghanaians outside the country do not forget that they came from Ghana. They are also helping us get around so that we don't say that we don't want to go back to Ghana anymore. We don't want to send any money there. We don't want to do investments there. But they are helping us also put our thoughts together to ensure that whatever is going on in Ghana becomes part and parcel of our daily thinking, our daily lives in the diaspora. So yes, MPP has chapters abroad. And now you say Canada, US, and UK. Now, let me help you. Germany, Australia, Amsterdam, just name it. We are there. NDC is in all these places. So don't let General Mosquito make it sound like NDC is only in West Africa. What NDC has done is use the government apparatus in various West African countries, while our president was ECOWAS president, and recruited by bribing people who are not Ghanaians and bring them to Ghana, register them falsely under the National Health Insurance Scheme, and let them put them in the registry. That's why we went to court, and the Supreme Court says you cannot register with National Health Insurance card, because anybody, go to Ho, don't go far, go to Ho, go to Warwood. Then people, the hospitals are swarmed with Togolese. They are not Ghanaians. That's why we are suffering through the system. It was a universal system, first in West Africa to be put out, or maybe in Africa to be put out. But it's bankrupt. Why is it bankrupt? Because NDC is playing politics with it. Right? So here's the situation. They are using the NHIA to bring foreigners into the country so they can take advantage of our medical system.
Right.
And they use them to register. Now, if these people have registered and they voted, and the Supreme Court is saying you cannot use that document to register anymore, what about the people who register with that document? That's the question you and your viewers will have to make a determination on. What do you do with people who register with that card who are already in the voters register? Did you go and clean them? How do you clean them? Now, secondly, I say General Mosquito is a comedian, and I will say why he's a comedian. Remember when we were in court in 2012, and Afarijan was sitting in the box making all these definitions of what overvoting is, defining his own overvoting, and General Mosquitoes got on the box and said, oh, this is foreign objects in the box. He refused to call it voting paper exceeding the number of people who actually showed up in the polling station. He says a foreign object that showed up in there. Fine. The Honorable Commissioner said he could prove the number of people when he went to clean and he swelled to 14 million, where he came from. He said, oh, these are all these Ghanaians outside the country, the diasporans that are registered. Supreme Court said, okay, great. Go and bring the number. How many did he bring? The man could not even produce 500 people. Out of the 500 people he produced, or 700 or so he produced, about 500 of them were double counting. Right?
But yet they ruled in favor of the NDC.
Well, that is something that we can have another show to discuss.
Well,
we can bring the whole ruling and bring it up. But I'm telling you, this is the reason why we believe some of the things that Esiedun Ketia or Koku Anyidoho and the rest say you cannot take it serious. Why? They like to play ethnic politics. And this is all about ethnic politics. When we say something is wrong in Togo, something is wrong in Zuma area, something is wrong with the border. We are talking about border towns. They are taking advantage of our border towns to bring ECOWAS residents to come and vote in Ghana. And when you say that, they say you hate another tribe. It's not tribe. NPP has never played tribal politics. It is NDC that always make elections or politics in Ghana tribal.
So,
about time that stops.
Before we come to the diaspora political spectrum, let me still ask this. In the event that this request is turned down by Electoral Commission of Ghana and no new voters register is created, what is NPP and opposition parties and other civil societies are going to do?
My brother, I think that would be a problem.
I intend to ask Nana Akufo-Addo this question.
I think that would be a problem, and I'll tell
first.
you why that would be a problem. The Electoral Commission and the Electoral Commissioner, although Ghanaians in our rules says they are independent of what? They are independent of the influence of the executive. They are not independent of Ghanaians because they are there for our benefit.
Yes.
Now, if Afarijan had listened to the population, we would not have been to court for almost a year debating who was right and who was wrong.
Right.
All that we asked was, wait, give us a couple of hours, give us a couple of days. It's in the Constitution, it allows us to do that. Even his own CIs allows us to do that. But he was in a rush to judgment, and he said, go to court. So we went to court. Now, when we went to court, it was broadcast live. All Ghanaians were witnesses to it.
Yeah.
And they can attest that when it smells fishy, it is fishy. Now, if Afarijan could take his employees to court, call police to arrest them for stealing tilapia, few pieces of tilapia. Now, and Afarijan does not see anything wrong with the gargantuan theft in our elections, something is wrong with the mindset of Ghanaians.
And the potential judicial influence of the Supreme Court judge?
Well, you know, I'm a lawyer. I don't want to.
Okay.
I mean, if it's a different show that I'm going to have immunity, like people are getting immunity, like Anas is getting immunity to talk about it, maybe we can talk about it.
Okay.
But in academic sense, if you look at the ruling as it stands,
Yeah.
how it was presented to us as Ghanaians, what the Honorable Atuguba gave us, the instructions to the lawyers to go to the clerk to pick the ruling up. And when they went there was nothing there. And we took us weeks, months before we got the ruling. It tells us that something fishy happened.
Yes.
Now, if you have a copy of the ruling and you read it, you realize it's disjointed. The arguments don't sync. This is not the caliber of writing you expect from highly respectable...
the highest court of the
highest court of the land. And I, for instance, was proved wrong. I told my colleagues, these gentlemen and women are going to write the best ruling ever in their career. They are going to leave posterity something that the law schools will be teaching forever.
But there was a lot of
Was I
inconsistencies.
disappointed? Sure, I was
A
disappointed.
lot of inconsistencies.
Well, I might be biased because I'm an NPP man. But I was disappointed. If you take my NPP out as a pure lawyer, I think something went wrong. And posterity will judge us.
I had a chance to review just some excerpts of that ruling, and also it was clear on television, and even his posture and the way he presented it will tell you that there's something fishy. So that is in the public domain.
Well,
almost everybody.
you have to wait.
That is my own judgment.
Well.
All right. So let's come to diaspora and partisanship and the chapter. Why should Ghanaians abroad be so much concerned about Ghana politics and NPP?
Well,
And with that, we will come to the local chapter and also this event coming on Saturday.
remember, Ghanaians in diaspora are not only NPP. We have NPP, you have NDC, you have dimensions, and you have people who are
Right, but you
CPP,
tell us
UPP.
why NPP should appeal to us.
You should appeal to you because you've lived in a civil society and you understand how it works here. You know people have their freedoms to operate. You are allowed to go and work, and when the time to be paid, you are paid. You believe NPP, we have been tagged. And we are. We are not going to say the tag is not appropriate. We are a conservative party. We do believe in fiscal conservatism, but we also do believe that you have to provide for the poor, your weak in society. And that's why the party that calls itself Social Democrats have never provided a single meaningful program in Ghana that our poor, our weak can touch and say, this was provided to us by NDC. Everything you find. NPP came, we gave you health insurance.
They have progressive free high school.
My brother, let's be
high
honest
school.
to ourselves. We brought health insurance. We made sure our moms, our sisters, our grandmothers who were having children will have free prenatal, and even childbirth was well taken care of. School feeding, our children going to school. We made sure they are provided something to eat because some of us were going to school without any food. We made sure that salaries were paid on time. We made sure everything was going appropriately and Ghanaians were happy. I will tell you this. During President Kufuor's time, I went to Ghana, I bought some stuff for my house I was building, and you know, these head carrier ladies who walk around the market, I called one of them to come and help me take my stuff. The woman told me point blank, I will have to book an appointment. I have to wait because she has 3 phones. She has customers. They have called her, she has scheduled them. So I'll have to wait for an hour or 2 before she'll pick my stuff. Everything was booming. Everybody was happy. Now you can have 3, 4, 5 phones and they'll flash you. During Kufuor's time, we were not flashing. We were calling. Now we flash. Why? Because we cannot afford to buy the
So
minutes.
NDC time is all flashing.
NDC is flashing.
It's all flashing.
Doomsaw, flashing, burn it. What are they doing? They are burning everything. Everything they touch.
They're burning everything.
We have the Medusa touch. NDC has Medusa touch.
So
Destroying everything
basically,
that comes up.
diasporans should be more concerned about Ghana politics, and NPP should appeal to those of us in diaspora
Because NPP gives an environment, provides environment for private person to be able to go and prosper.
Okay.
You can go and invest. You can be certain that the rule of law will work.
Right.
And you are sure your rights will be protected. In the dispensation of NDC government, those things are eroded. And that's a fact. I'm not making it up.
Yeah.
Ask your friends who are in diaspora, ask them when they used to ship their Pontiac Vibe to Ghana during the J. Kufuor's time, how much they were paying for
Right.
it.
Import
And then
duties
ask,
and
ask them
export
now
duties.
when they ship it.
Right.
I have friends who are telling me they leave their cars at the harbor.
And
What is
go-
NDC doing? They will come and see you, leave it, and then they will go to auction, they will buy it for you. That's what they've been doing. They are crooks. And the Supreme Court has established it. Loot, create, loot, and share. And that's what they are doing.
I have my reservations on the term crooks, but we will leave it there. So let's talk about...
Well, I can say that effectively because my flag bearer has said, I am not corrupt. I have never been corrupt. And I am not now going to be corrupt.
Right.
After all, I'm 70-some years old, and I don't need the money. If it's for money, I'll be in the private sector. I'm here purely to serve. This statement has been in public domain for how long? Has anybody challenged it? Can anybody challenge it and say the man is fibbing? No, because he's speaking the truth. Can any of the opposite side, any of their leaders, stand up and make the same statement? And the answer is no. So Nana has made it clear to all Ghanaians, you can trust me that I'll do the right thing. And I know the man, I've been with the man, I've watched the man grow, and I'm telling you, my young years in Ghana, as I came as a man, this gentleman progresses through our political dispensation. He has proven to us. Now, every change you've seen in the Electoral Commission started with Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. So if he's telling you, if you don't change the voters register, it's going to be rigged. My brother,
he knows what he's talking about.
He knows what he's talking about.
Thank you very much. Viewers, you are watching Media Review Show on TV Africa Network, channel 32.4. I'm your host, Sam Sarks, and our guest today is Dr. Alexander Yao Adusei Jr. He's the local chairman of the NPP Columbus, Ohio. On the event this coming Saturday, 24th of October. It's a fundraising event and also an event in honor of Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo. The NPP Women's Wing says she's the first lady in waiting for the Republic of Ghana come 2016.
Yes.
Tell us about this event. What motivated the women, the ladies to organize this event, and what are the expectations?
Well, let me share with you. We have an eclectic group of women in our NPP diasporan branch, led by Dr. Efia Sarkodie, being ably supported by wonderful women. And I'm telling you, they chose to bring Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo to Columbus, Ohio, to have a wonderful day with her. The agenda, the main reason for bringing our First Lady in waiting was to be able to influence policy, be able to have a very effective and poignant discussions on how women, empowering women and developing our women in Ghana could be advanced through the government of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We do know Nana believes in affirmative action. We do believe Nana also believes that we should empower our women. We do believe that Nana believes that governance should not be only by our men. And Nana's conviction is based on what we believe in our cultures anyway. The Akans normally say, Adiase, that is the bottom of something. And when you go to the Asante culture, when royalty tells you Adiase, what it means is the old person, the old woman in the house. She is Adiase. Through her, that generations come. From her, that we give birth, and they give birth, and they give. So our women are very special to us. We also know something. We also know that although we give so much credence to our males in our society, our mothers, our grandmothers were the farmers, our grandmothers were the busy ones working in the markets, and they would tie their money and in their belts, and they support our fathers in the household. But always when they even build houses, our father's name will be on it. If they buy cars, our father's name will be on it. We do know Nana Addo is not successful. We do know Nana Addo is not that powerful. We do know Nana Addo does not have this brilliant vision in a vacuum. We know behind every successful man is a very powerful, confident, beautiful, encouraging woman. And that is Auntie Rebecca. And that is the reason why we wanted to bring her to Columbus, Ohio, to honor her for giving us such a gentleman. What kind of term can I give to him? I would probably say he's a Renaissance man. Nana is a Renaissance man. And he gives Ghanaians a feeling, a sense of belonging. Even with his age, he can still be hip. And even the youthful ones like us, we still can hang with him. And we enjoy him because he makes you feel comfortable in your own skin. He doesn't talk down to you. He talks to you. And he has picked a very vibrant young man to be his co-chair or co-pilot to take Ghana to an emerging economy. That is Dr. Bawumia. And if you have sat down with Dr. Bawumia to have a cup of tea or talk about Ghana, you could see the energy he brings on the table. That man is fantastic. And I know between the two of them and their wives, we are going to take Ghana to a lot of places. With Auntie Rebecca coming to Columbus, Ohio, we are establishing one thing. Ohio is not called Bellwater State for nothing. Remember, we are the #1 in the country now with football. Ohio State, the Buckeye State. So we are going to win again.
So it's a central.
We have made almost 7 presidents out of United States presidents, all from Ohio. So if we tell you, and no president can win America without winning Ohio.
Right. And I understand.
Until Rebecca and Nana here, you can understand that we mean business.
And I understand it's a fundraising event as well, and you are inviting Or and Sandri to come and share the moment with Nana. I know Nana is a supporting guest. He's not the main guest. His wife is. But Nana Akufo-Addo is also coming. And it's a moment that people don't want to miss to make sure they have a feel of Nana Akufo-Addo and his wife. So the first family in waiting coming this Saturday.
Yes.
And young people like you, also young people like Dr. Alexander Adusei, take a lot of inspiration from Nana Akufo-Addo. And then we, the younger ones, also will follow suit.
Well,
all right.
Well, my brother, what I was saying is, this program is, we are asking people to come and support us. We pick the venue that we are spending money to get people also to come and commensurate with us, honoring Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo. And we are hoping that Ghanaians will come and be excited. Okay. We are trying to have a group of Ghanaians who have serious affinity to their country, who want to see changes made, who wants to also contribute into the country. We are trying to use this occasion to build a collaboration with Ghanaians. Just imagine, politics is not small potatoes. Right. It's all about money. We know one person cannot come and give us the millions that Donald Trump and the rest are throwing around here. We are an emerging economy. We don't have that kind of money. Yeah. But it's very expensive. But we're asking every Ghanaian to do what they did for President Obama. Maybe give us $1 a week. Maybe give us $1 a week. And if all Ghanaians will agree with me that we want to change, $1 a week is not much than the $1 we spend on the pets we see on our TVs who are being abused. I do believe we can make a difference. All Ghanaians can make a difference. I'm inviting my friends in Columbus, Ohio. I'm inviting my clients. I'm inviting my family members. I mean, all far and near. People are coming from New York, Connecticut, Los Angeles, Houston, Texas, Chicago, all over the place. Everywhere we have an NPP chapter, they are coming. And friends and family and sympathizers are also coming down. Please come and join us. Let's support Auntie Rebecca and Nana, and let's show our love for Ghana and contribute towards the launching of Nana's campaign. And let's make this event, 24th of October in Columbus, Ohio, a memorable one. And let's start our election to elect Nana and Dr. Bawumia to go to Jubilee House right from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you so much. So the event is Saturday, 24th of October, 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. at the Crown Plaza Hotel. The address is 6500 Doubletree Avenue, Columbus, Ohio, 43229 at the Crown Plaza Hotel at Worthington, Ohio. Please don't miss it. Both members of the party NPP and also sympathizers and even the opposition, it's time for you to ask the questions to the flag bearer of NPP. Show up in your numbers with friends and families. People are coming all over of the United States, from east, west, and even the southern part. So show love and come this Saturday. It's Nana Akufo-Addo and his wife. The event is in honor of Mrs. Rebecca Akufo-Addo, the First Lady in Waiting, Republic of Ghana. And the donation at the gate is $50, but you can donate more. Viewers, this is Media Review Show. You can watch our channel on Android and also our app, and also on Facebook TV Africa Network. Show love and ask your questions this coming Saturday in honor of NPP First Lady in Waiting. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, Dr. Alexander Adusei Jr. having you, and we hope to have you back sometime. And I've been your host, Samuel Sarkodie. You can call me Sam Sachs. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sam.